On my grave, I'm not going underneath. Call it luck, I'm just getting what I reap. Should've died, angels kept me on my feet. That's why these demons gotta kill me in my sleep. On my grave, I'm not going underneath. I never go another winter without heat. Gotta face it, just can't turn the other cheek. That's why these demons gotta kill me in my sleep. They know me very well, I ain't live no fairy tale. All the work that I put in, they know I ain't gonna tell. I keep it 100, cause all I know is real. I come from a line of hustlers, they only know the deal. They taught me how to move them quick and to play it slick. And to make sure that I watch out who I'm fucking with. Those motherfuckers got the game fucked up. They telling no motherfuckers to get a time cut. They snakes, they biggest fear is a lawnmower. I dare a motherfucker say my name, watch how I John Doe them. I blindfold them, duct tape to hold them. They bodies eroding, exposing in acid soaking. I'm popping pills and smoking, overdosing on hydrocodone. My story keeps unfolding, a prophecy growing. I'm on vacation, but I bury these snitches who scared of a conviction. Leaving the scene, but I'm leaving no witnesses. I just look at it like I'm saving somebody a sentence. My name won't be mentioned, so motherfucker, let's get it. As I time to miss you, tick-tock, cause my decision will leave your fucking signage stripped. Problem. On my grave, I'm not going underneath. Call it luck, I'm just getting what I reap. Should've died, angels kept me on my feet. That's why these demons gotta kill me in my sleep. On my grave, I'm not going underneath. I never go another winter without heat. Gotta face it, just can't turn the other cheek. That's why these demons gotta kill me in my sleep.
Circle well rounded, but still some a square root. Aided by the streets, only objective is to chase loot. Off my own too, that's how I pivot. Street life full time, no intermittent. I ain't scared of a sentence, accusation like clue. That sycamore blue is Terre Haute and Hoosier roots. If for the troops, I lead my army through the field. Right. Ain't gonna send the pawns march through the blood spill. I sold you like a pill, I alter your mind state. What y'all lack is heart, fall apart to the high stakes. Do this my way, my reputation savage. When I was down, bitch, I divided up the fractions and multiplied the addicts just to get the bag up. Seem like I'm always down, this shit don't add up. You big mad, huh? How I feel that I stay loyal. Acting like my brother when you mean more to me in the soil. I'd rather smoke a foil than shake your fucking hand. Regards you little bro, so I'ma turn my back like a man. You ain't trying to see these hands just cause you can't control your bitch. Oh, I take it to the grave, I ain't never snitch.
Hey, it's Miranda Monday.
And Joe Kemp on another Monday Love here in downtown Indianapolis, Indiana, folks. How are you guys doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. It's fall break from the schools already.
Nice.
It's been nuts. Just came out of our first national wrestling tournament. Woo-wee. Boy.
Fun times.
Boy.
Fun
The
times.
bangers was happening. That's all I got to say for my boy. Welcome to 15U.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but he's been chomping at the bit, ready, wanting it.
He has. He's got a lot of work before we head to Tulsa. But man, big shout out to everybody that put together the King of the Ring in Maryville, Indiana. It was a great time. Had some studs from all across the country. It was awesome. So thank you to everybody that participated in that event. Can't wait to see you guys at the next one.
Oh yeah.
So, man.
That's what's up.
So I really
Busy.
I'm super busy, but I'm really super excited about the artists that we got coming on for the night show. First off, we are international tonight. We are all the way to the UK with our next act. He is got some really great music. I'm really excited to find out about him. It's going to be a killer. I'm really excited.
I am so ready to get into it.
You ready to get into it?
I am.
Let's just roll. We
All right,
gotta
then.
sit there and keep talking.
All right.
So, without further ado, let's introduce our boy all the way from the UK, Rudebone. Dude, I'm so excited about this.
I'm good, man.
I'm
Good.
glad to hear, man.
Hey, how are ya?
Yeah.
So, before we really get going, do you have any shout outs, sponsors, plugs, people that you want to thank, anything like that? You know, if you could want to throw it out there before we get started.
Yeah, well, at the moment, I want to say, thanks to my family. Shout out to my family. I mean, my immediate family, like close family. You know, praise and glory be to God. For giving me this opportunity to keep, keep keeping it strong with my music. You get me? And
Absolutely. Yeah.
basically anybody watching, all my fans, I want to say big shout out. Everybody has been supporting me from day one. Everybody has been enjoying my music here. And I also want to say shout out to probably a platform where I got discovered, Bigo. I just got discovered from
Okay.
Bigo.
Yeah.
And I connected with you guys on Bigo. I want to say shout out to Bigo as well.
Yeah.
And
That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
yeah,
Small world.
And, say well, it's Rudebone. It's a Rudebone. Say yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
No,
Absolutely
you,
love
you
it.
need to reply when I say yeah. Then you both say
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I got
yeah.
yeah. I'm excited. So let's get into it straight from the beginning. So you're from Nigeria
Yes.
and you've moved to what? I'll let you put that
I
out there.
moved to, so I moved to United Kingdom. So I'm from Nigeria. I was born in Nigeria. I was born in Lagos. Yeah. And
Okay.
grew up in Lagos up till I was like about 27 years old. Yeah.
Okay.
When I moved, I was 26 when I moved to the UK to do my masters. So I've been in Nigeria living like almost all my life, making music. I started from dancing. So I used to be a dancer,
Okay.
and I used to dance for my high school, represent my high school in different places. And I also used to act on stage and all that. So I was used to the crowd life. Then I moved to a different cities. So I was born in Lagos. Then I moved to the capital, which is Abuja,
Okay.
and I met some group of friends that were into rapping, singing, and that's how I started making friends with rappers. And I had this passion for reggae lifestyle, like dancehall lifestyle, Jamaican lifestyle. I just like to grow my hair. I had my love for like.
So being in Nigeria, how do you get that influence of? I know Jamaica's got a little bit of everything from all over the place. How did you get that passion for reggae in Nigeria?
Yeah, I think from the media, like
Yeah.
the radio, the the movie, some movies that went around, some movies like I think in terms of the Jamaican culture, there was a movie called Third World Cup, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a Jamaican movie, and I think I watched that movie as well. But I would say like I had this my uncle. Yeah, my uncle is been in the US like since he was 16.
Okay.
He's almost about 60 right now. So there was a time he visited me, yeah, and there was this culture like the Nigerians at that point, everybody loved hip hop. So if you're a kid, you just want to listen to hip hop music and all that. But I had this feeling for dancehall music and reggae music. And when he visited me, he kind of let me know, like, you don't have to stick to a particular kind of music. You could enjoy what you want to enjoy. You don't need to do what everybody is doing. To listen to what everybody's doing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that I kind of picked that, and I just found that I was enjoying dancehall music. Especially, I love to dance, so I was enjoying the vibes, and I was listening to Sean Paul. From Sean Paul's Get Busy, I started discovering other Jamaican artists, and I just started following the culture, and I kind of fitted in well with my friends because anytime there's they're doing like hip hop. They need somebody to bring a different flavor. So I was always bringing that kind of
Yeah.
dancehall vibe, and that's how I go into I would say like I go into the music part of like singing and all that. Yeah.
So
That's
so
awesome.
so when did that happen? When did you start actually leaving the dance a little bit and actually putting your vocals to the music? About how long ago did you start doing that?
I would say that was in 2003.
Okay.
Time ago, 2003. So I used to dance, and there was so my friends they started writing. They used to have like books because they were rappers, really good rappers. They were really good. So they always have like lyrics books and all that. So, but I never had one. I never had a lyrics book. So they always had lyrics books. When we're out in the park, we're rapping, doing rap battles. I'm just like there hyping. I'm just vibing. And I used to dance. When we go to the parties, I'm the one dancing. So we were in the real we were kind of rehearsing to do a song, and we went to pay for a studio section in the studio, and they made the song, and they were like, "Oh, Rudebone." Then my nickname was Bone, So
Okay.
because of the Jamaican style, I just added Rude to my nickname.
Okay.
So like, okay, add something to the studio. So that was the first time in the studio, like first time in the studio, and so like a professional studio. We save money for it, like about um maybe then it's maybe about $20 at that time, for studio section. Then that was in 2003,
Okay.
and we went into the studio, and they finished singing the song, and they're like, "Roadbone, can you do something? Can you just add something?" So I said, "Okay, you're done. No, it's our Roadbone alongside to the K." I started naming everybody in the studio, you know, and just did that. So I did the outro for the song. After they've done the whole song, so I just did the outro. So so thank you, like it's a robot alongside to the K, Efi, blah blah blah, or Black Queen, shout out to just the outro of the song, and they kind of ripped it out, mastered it and everything, and we took a demo tape. So every time I just took it like a joke,
Yeah.
but every time the song was played, people were like, I want to hear that part again. I want to hear that outro again. I want to hear that outro again. So the song kind of went around the hood. Everybody had the song, but people were like they want to hear that part. That's the outro. They
That's
just love
awesome.
the outro. So like, okay, people are loving what I'm doing. Like people loved it, and that's what I started feeling like I was an artist. You
That's
know,
awesome.
yeah.
So
So even when I went to people's videos, I would dance. Like I would dance, but I was like having that kind of feeling that one day I'm going to be making my own song properly that I'm going to dance to.
yeah, that's
That's what.
awesome. Wow. So you did the outro of the song.
Yes.
So how long did it take? Like you did that and like, man, everybody's really into it. They keep wanting to hear your part. How long did it take before you actually did your own song? That
Okay,
was
I think it took about couple of I'll say couple of months, yeah, couple of months because not couple like few months after that time because every time I played then it was on cassette tapes, yeah.
yeah,
So every time I play that tape in the car when I'm driving, people like, okay, yeah. So I started trying to see if I can come up with some lyrics on my head, but it was hard because, as I said, I was just used to dancing. So what happened was like, there was somebody that moved back from the UK. I think he did his masters in the UK, came back to Nigeria. He had some piece of equipment, so I had to go. Somebody introduced me to him, like, oh, this is his friend. He could do something for you. So I made a mixtape. I made a mixtape. So I took like Sean Paul's instrumental, um, Beanie Man's instrument. So some rhythms, some Jamaican rhythms. I took those Jamaican rhythms. I kind of
Okay.
try to like imitate what I was listening to, like TOK, Sean Paul. So those I came up with like dance tapa tapa, dance tapa tapa. I just started making some kind of music, yeah. And to me, it was like a demo, and it was just like a freestyle. So I took that danceable song on a danceable beat because obviously if you get busy, the beat is danceable without the song alone. So I took that and I went home and a friend came to visit me and he started dancing when the song was playing. So it was playing and he started dancing and like, oh, man, do you like this song? He's like, yeah, man. He's like, so who sang it? I was like, it's my song. And the guy, are you serious? It's your song. I'm like, ah, yes, it's my song. And the guy, wow. So it clicked again that, I've made a song and people like it. Then obviously the song was not professionally made, but there's some places I took the song to and they were like, oh, this song is, it's not up to that standard. But I knew because I listened to music, so I knew that this song is not up to standard. But I knew what a standard song is like, and I knew that I made this song to somebody's home studio. It's not compared to the one we went to a big studio to make. And I just had that passion for music and I started developing that interest. I would say like interest, not even the talent, the interest to pursue the music career. So I had that interest in me, like,
Okay.
because the other kids were talented as well, but
Okay.
some of them didn't have that full interest to go further. Like I could I don't mind sacrificing not to eat, but to make some music goals happen,
Yeah, yeah. You
Yep.
have to sacrifice time and all that to get there. So yeah, I get you.
There's a lot that you have to sacrifice: blood, sweat, tears, sleepless nights,
Yeah,
asshole in the music industry.
Yeah, so they're not. I think there was a like almost an established artist that I met at that time. So he was like 10 years older than me, and I started rolling with him. So he was kind of probably using me because I was like 18. I was young, I was wild. I was driving. So at that point, he had made a record. He had become big, but I think maybe he blew up his money, and he needed to start again from a point. So
Yeah.
he needed to build a team, but then there was not there was no education of team building. So he actually needed a team at that point. But this was like I'm talking about 20 years ago, where people didn't know about music education. So he needed a team in sense of he needed somebody that could drive, that could take him to the radio stations, take him for interviews, take him to somewhere. And that was me, 18, and I had a car, and he didn't have anything. So I was kind of rolling with him. People felt he was using me, but I was learning from him. So
Yeah.
that's how I started learning more about the music industry and what it is, how to make money, what you need to do to make money. I just started developing myself in the industry. To be honest, I thought it was going to be easy. Like I took that my demo to like a record label if they could sign me up, and I don't think they even do listen to it. But that same song, because of I was taking that guy to radio stations, I knew the road to all the radio stations around. So one day I just decided to go myself, and because I've been going there with that guy before I even had my own demo, some 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 presenters already knew me because of I've always had this look, even though my dreadlocks was a bit shorter, but I've had this look. So when they see me, they just feel like I'm a musician, and they're like, oh, So when I came, I already knew that name. I'm like, oh, I have my demo. I'm like, oh, it was easy, and the guy just took it down. He played it while I was going home. I started hearing my song on the radio, so I was like, that was just so quick, so easy to get your song on the radio. So I just learned a lot of networking and
Yes.
what they call it, networking tips from that experience with that guy.
Yeah.
And here I am today.
So if you were not a musician, what other part of the music industry kind of pulls you that you're interested in?
At the moment, I would say like marketing, music marketing.
No, is that what you're going to school for right now? Is masters in marketing?
No, me, I'm done with school a long time ago. Like I'm done.
Oh, I thought you said. Oh, you moved there you were doing your masters. Is that what you said?
So I moved to the UK 2012.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. So that's like a long time ago.
I got you.
Yeah. So I done my high school, done my university, like had my first degree in public administration.
Nice.
University of Nigeria. Yeah. So I started after schooling. I tried to set up. I didn't set up a label, but I had an entertainment company. I kind of had some friends that they had studios, and we kind of was running like a label. So
Yeah.
and also doing the music, and I was doing my music. Then I started, I went back fully like doing my music. I released them like a compilation. I organized my own events, had people to come, people support, people buy the CDs. I was already making my music. I was like doing my music career. I was doing okay. I was doing fine. I did some couple of collabos with an artist called Malam Spicy. He was in the main capital, and that video was being showed on national TV. I want to go on MTV because MTV is in Africa. MTV then.
Yes.
So I was on MTV. I was on Hip TV. I was on all the big stations. And obviously I had this opportunity to go do my masters, and I took the opportunity to go do my masters. So
congratulations, though. That's awesome.
Yeah. So when I came to the UK, I spent like 1 year doing my masters, and after that, I kind of remained in the UK, and I started building back my music. Started building the music not from scratch, but continuing from where I was. So I was leveraging the opportunity to connect with my people online. That's why I became more online, because people in Nigeria, my fans, they always following me online, and I was always, communicating. So online was my tool to, spread my music.
Expand your fan base.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
That's awesome. So how open was the UK when you just first started bringing your music there? How was it hard? Was it a hard transition to bring your music there?
Yeah, it felt easy at some point because I was in Scotland, which is a different part of it's different from England. So Scotland is not like England where there's London, so it's so I was up. So different culture there. So it was easy for me to be like a big fish in a small pond. So it was easy for me to just, become so popular in the Aberdeen. So it was easy for me to just become popular, and because I had songs that were good, and as soon as I moved, my song made it to the chart, like to the Nigerian chart. It was just easy to just make that connection. And when artists were touring, I was like number one person to meet or to go to if they were touring in my city. If they were touring in Scotland, I was like usually opening for them. So it was a bit easy. Then I think after like 4 years in Scotland, I moved to England, and that's where like the main industry, and I started to build my own platform to support artists like myself and artists that that are emerging, and I just started networking, and I created a networking platform in London called the RB Music Showcase. We do events every like twice a month. We do like event twice a month, and that's how big we got attracted to our platform, and they brought me on board. And because I work with a team of about 4 people, I'm the artist in the team. So somebody else is the MC, is the DJ, and so in terms of artist relation, I'm the one relating to the artists and all that. And so the UK is big, especially for Afrobeat. Like there's big Afrobeat artists like Burna Boy, Whiskey, Davido. The UK really helped propel that music to wider audience because there's a lot of fans. People are really enjoying African music and Afrobeat music right now.
Yeah.
So UK is a big industry. Different in terms of even though the rap is kind of different as well.
So I'm gonna go ahead and on this with that cue, I want to go ahead and play your song. Is it Material that we're playing?
She said Bandana. Anyone, Bandana or Material.
Which one do we have the video? It's Material, right?
I have a video for Material. I have a video for Bandana as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know. Bandana was one of my favorites. I haven't got to watch the video yet. So this first song to all of our Monday Love fans. Before we go, make sure to click, like, subscribe, hit all the buttons. Make sure you follow and share. So right now we got Rudebone and DJ Concept, Material.
It's a Rudebone. Cut your coat according to your size. But not lie, not big lie. I did cut my coat according to material. I take out my clothes according to material. Teacher, no teaching me nonsense. Teacher, no teaching me nonsense. It's teaching time, save
I'll
nine.
share this now. Share it across the platform right now.
One for hand, pass 20 for bush. Monkey they walk, baboon they chop. Now you they chop, you still they find food. Too much stress, now you go worry. Don't be more sick, you go rock mother. Don't be more sick, you go so nigga. Cut your coat according to your size. But not lie, now big lie. I take out my clothes according to material. I take out my clothes according to material. Teacher, no teaching me nonsense. Teacher, no teaching me nonsense. Apollo eye, it no be open eye. It no be open eye. Apollo eye, it no be open eye. Man they walk day and night. Man they walk back to back. But you say you no want hustle. This kind life na trouble. It go tire you. My money go come in double. Cut your coat according to your size. But not lie, now big lie. I take out my clothes according to material. I take out my clothes according to material. Teacher, no teaching me nonsense. Teacher, no teaching me nonsense. No teaching me, no teaching me. No teaching me, no teaching me. DJ Concept on the beat. It's a Rudebone.
Great song.
That was awesome. I love it.
I love it. I love it.
Yep. So, what's your writing process? How do you go about writing? Do you have to hear a beat and then write, or do lyrics just come to you and then you find the beat?
Well, at the moment, the last few songs I've made was written by somebody else. So I have a songwriter. His name is Manu Hussein,
Okay.
and I'm working with him as a team because of how busy my schedule. But the songs I've made in the past, like I've written them myself, like Material,
Yeah.
I wrote it myself, and so Bandana I wrote it myself. So lots of songs I've done before, I made them according to the situation around me. So my writing process is like, I first of all start thinking of the idea, and I start formulating the song, and I get the lyrics, write the lyrics before I hear the beat.
Okay.
Yeah. If I hear the beat first, then it might just lead to a freestyle. And I think some songs I've made from the scratch, like making the beat and writing the lyrics at the same time. But most times I kind of have I make up the lyrics already, then write the lyric, then formulate the melody. So the melody of the song needs to be formulated. Then when I get to the studio, depending on the producer, the melody might change a little, but you need to bring some ideas, and the producer can now work and make it, fine tune it to make it perfect.
Yes.
So along the line, like DJ Concept is a DJ and is a producer as well. So me and him have developed this chemistry, and that's how we made like a couple of songs together. So he
It's a good
produces-
collaboration. It's
Full
really
package.
good. It's great music. It's well
I think
made.
To be honest, it's one of the best collaboration I've ever one of the best person I've ever collaborated with. And like the song Bandana, which is like my biggest song
Yeah.
till date. The way that song was made was I had the idea already, started writing the song in my head, and I wrote it down, and I knew what I wanted. And we went to the studio, we made the song we made the beat on Wednesday, because I usually travel to Nigeria, so I made the song in Nigeria. I usually travel to Nigeria like I think twice in a year, go back home to some. So that I had very limited time. I'll spend like one week in Abuja. So on Wednesday, I went to the studio, told him about the idea, then we started making the beats. So he made the beat on Wednesday. I took it home and listened to it. On Thursday, I came back to the studio, laid the vocals,
Okay.
recorded the songs, Then on Friday, came back to the studio again, we mixed the song, and we're like, man, this song is a hit. Let's shoot the video immediately.
That's
And we started
awesome.
making calls for the video, planning the video. Then we went to look at a couple of locations. On Monday, we shot the video. Or Tuesday, the following day. So we shot the video immediately. And by the time I was going back to the UK, the song was ready. So I released the song the following month, and the video was ready, and I released the video. And the song just started going. And that's how the song kind of opened a lot of doors for me, That was like my first song that went viral on TikTok.
Yeah, you have over a million views on YouTube on it.
On YouTube, yeah. So I have over 1 million views on YouTube, but TikTok was one of the turning points because it went viral on TikTok. And
That's good to know.
made a Royal Bandana an official challenge on TikTok. Royal Bandana, the hashtag, and I think it started building up when it was Musically. I don't know if you know about Musically before.
Yes.
the
Before TikTok. Yeah.
But the song was released in 2018. But it still sounds fresh to your ears if you're just hearing it for the first time.
Yes.
That's how good that song is. But then it was on Musically. It started going viral on Musically. Then
Should we go ahead and play that one?
Okay.
So let's show that. Let's everybody out there. This is it another collab with DJ Concept, or is this just you?
the DJ Concept, yeah.
Okay, so another Rudebone and DJ Concept. This is Bandana.
Yeah.
DJ Concept.
Prata.
Anything
DJ Concept on the beat. With a Rudebone. What you say, fam? Roll your bandana. 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 Your bandana. Your bandana. 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 Shaku sha. Shaku sha. This girl won't try me sha. This girl they feel me sha. Alaji check my dollars. Me won't spend them for my naira. Me no get them for wahala. I dey tell you. Me just want to smoke my shisha. Let's go. Shaku fa. I want to see Aisha. She want to high fa. Hi. Slow down, sha. Roll your bandana. Let's go. Roll your bandana. Roll your bandana. Boom. Roll your bandana. Roll your bandana. Roll your bandana. Roll your bandana. Your bandana. Your bandana. 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 Let's go. Bandana. Bandana. We gonna party tonight. She wanna party tonight. He is going to party tonight. Who else wanna party tonight? Say yeah. No
credit card, only money in cash. Where the Gucci gang is, yeah. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Cardi B, and I love her do it. Yes, she's nice and sweet. Nicki Minaj in a Fendi jacket. Top lady there. Down now, the girl there. Roll your bandana. Roll it. Roll your bandana. What do you say? Roll your bandana. Roll it. Roll it. Roll your bandana. Let's go. Roll your bandana. Roll it. Roll your bandana. Let's go. Roll your bandana. Your bandana. Your bandana. 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 Say bandana. Prata, 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 prata. Roll your handkerchief to you, don't know. Your scarf. DJ Concept is online. Oh yeah, say Concept. Oh yeah. Shaku, shaku, sha. DJ Concept, sha. Boy, bad, sha. Psycho. It's our entertainment, baby. Boom, boom, boom.
That's what's up.
Man, I dig it. I dig
Yep.
it, man. That is awesome. I love
Yep.
it. I love it.
So I seen the post that he did of that, but didn't know like the full ramifications. I just liked the song and like genuinely like it was cool. And I was like, I need to reach out to him. And I reached out to him and booked the interview before I was like, and then he started telling me kind of how big he was. I looked into him and I was like, oh my God,
I dig
this
it.
is awesome.
I love it. I love it. So is there an underlining meaning to roll your bandana? Is that something different with Nigeria than it is here, or
Yeah,
you
I
know what I'm
think-
saying?
Yeah, so obviously I know America is a bandana culture. You know, bandana is like it's an English word or is I don't know where the origin of the word bandana, but it means the scarf, you know, and with the pattern, yeah. How the song came about is that there's a dance called Shaku Shaku. It's a Nigerian dance. So Nigerians they started evolving dance. Like I said, just like the way Jamaicans love to do dances.
Yeah.
Evolving dance. That's what's pushing the Afrobeat culture bigger. So there's a dance called Shaku Shaku dance. And people used to use like an handkerchief.
Ah.
So they hold handkerchief dance. Then so I was like, okay, why don't I? Some people use bandanas. So why don't I make a song about this dance, but talking about the aspect of rolling the handkerchief or rolling the bandana, you know? So I just use the bandana
Okay.
word. I like to rock the bandana just to wear like part of fashion. So I was coming with the song with the angle of fashion and the dance, you know.
Yeah.
That was my part. But I think there was a time I was live on TikTok. One time I got banned from my live because I was with the blue bandana and I was with the red bandana, and they're like, oh, the system flashed it for language.
No.
It's just promoting my song, and is the culture. So people can read meanings to whatever they want to read meaning, but the song is that the fact is that it's a good vibe.
Yes.
It's a happy song.
Yes.
I've performed this song at weddings, and people use like the wedding towels. Like when you go for dinner, you have this towels you put on your lap.
Yes.
Yeah.
People use that to even roll, and there's the atmosphere in the stadiums when you go to watch football matches. People use their scarf, and they roll it. So basically, I'm just roll anything you can roll, but the bandana is just what I used to make the song sweet. But just it's a celebration song. Like when you're in the stadium and somebody rings, they go. Some people will take off their shirt and they go like, "Whoa."
Right. Yeah.
So that was where I was coming from. And that's all.
So how has your music, how has it, as it's hitting the American airwaves and hitting YouTube and things like that, how open has America been with your music?
Yeah, in terms of my statistics, like looking back at my back end on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube as well, I do have listeners from the US, yeah, and also I have family in the US as well. You know, like my immediate close family, like my dad's siblings, most of them, you know, lived most of their life in the US, and they are still there. In fact, I was in US last month, in September. Yeah, I came for a weekend. I came for a weekend just to see the,
I
you
wish
know.
I could have caught him then.
That's
Yeah,
a.
but,
I mean, he's
yeah,
probably busy
I
there.
came for a wedding. I came for a wedding, but that was my first time in America. That was my first time, so I came for a wedding, and my cousin's wedding. But you know, I'm going to come back for my own tour because I started doing my tour. So 2023, by the grace of God, yeah, I'm going to be touring in the US, and hopefully I'm going to come to your city and probably have an interview with you guys in person.
Oh,
Yes, I want you in
absolutely. That'd be
studio.
awesome, man.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah, no,
excited.
yeah,
You gotta definitely make sure we know in advance so we can try to get to wherever to make sure it works out.
And
yeah.
also,
I will also do my research. I'll see if I can play in your city, like you know,
In
in
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. I just need to do the back end and see if people are enjoying Afrobeat music. If it's something we can introduce to them, and we can work in collaboration with with your brand, and we can have a small gig or big gig depending on the demand. So
Absolutely.
yes, that would be awesome.
Definitely, definitely. I'm excited, man. So if you had us, and this might be different, being, and I'm really excited to ask this, with where you were at in the world, but if you had any option of any artist that you could collab with, what would that artist be, or who would that be?
um, I would say somebody like um at this point, yeah, it's not easy to pinpoint because I'm looking at the older artists, like people like my like my mentors or my
Yeah.
I'll say like role models. People I've been listening to, but in terms of like maybe the commercial value, I'm looking at the younger artists that are coming up, like depending on your story. But to be honest, somebody like Sean Paul, like I've always listened to, or Elephant Man, I won't mind having a song, being on a song with them, or them featuring their song. And in terms of um the African music industry, or I would say probably maybe Burna Boy. But to be honest, at the moment, I'm not even thinking about collaborating with anybody. At the moment, I'm just thinking about just trying to make more of my music and attract
Oh yeah.
people that
Yeah, it wasn't definitely like somebody. It just if you had the opportunity for anybody, who would that be? Just more of if you had that option.
if I had the
Yeah.
option, well, to be honest, if I had the option to pick somebody, let me see, I'll just say um let me pick somebody. Let me pick somebody. Um let me see. To be honest.
And they could be
Somebody
past or still alive.
yeah, I see that like I say someone like is an artist called Asake. He's a Nigerian artist.
Okay.
Right now he's buzzing like really, really hot. So if I had the opportunity to be in a collaborator be in a collaboration with him or to have him on my song, I will pick him.
Right on. Did you say Asaki? Is that
Asake.
Asake? Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Good management move. Absolutely.
So, dealing with dance and shows, have you had a really embarrassing moment that's happened to you on stage that you were embarrassed about, or anything like that?
Um, to be honest, because of I'm used to improvising, so it's very hard to get me in an embarrassing
Emba-
point because
okay.
even if I'm dancing, and have a split in between my legs, like in between my shoulder, I'll turn it to a style.
Oh,
So yeah, so I might start do like a dance like oh oh oh. I'll just create something spectacular. Even if I fall down, there's a viral moment of me falling down from stage, and it went viral, it landed me plenty views, and I even staged it, like I staged falling down. So to be honest, to get an embarrassing point on stage is not going to happen because I'm going to improvise unless something drastic happens. But to be honest, I improvise a lot, and I believe so far you were not there when I was rehearsing the song or rehearsing the performance. You will not know if it's part of the plan or if it's happening. So I'm the kind of person like I'm not a perfectionist. I'm not a perfectionist. So if it doesn't go perfect, carry on. That's how I do my thing.
Yeah.
Carry on.
That's the professional way to do it. That's right. Yeah.
You know what I was planning. Like I'm not reading a script. So even if I was reading the script, but you don't know what is in the script. So if I do something, I can never have no feel embarrassed. Like if somebody walks up on the stage and does something, I'll just turn it to like as if it was part of the show. People are entertained and all that. So, but the moment that I will never forget that it feels embarrassing to me was at the point of when I was starting my career. Like I was begging to go on stage, So I had an event that I was, I lobbied to be on that event, to be on the gig.
Yeah.
And that was like the early stage of my career. Like I was really ready to perform my life out, And I never got the opportunity to perform on that event. So that felt embarrassing to me. But that was like the beginning of a new journey. Because at that point, I'll tell you this story. It's very clear in my head. So I went for this event here, and I lobbied to perform. I was like, okay, they're going to give me a slot to perform. I came with my friends. I was like already liking the vibe. This is like I'm talking about 20 or 18 years ago. They came to support me. They all dressed up just the way I planned, and we were ready to perform. We were backstage waiting for the time, and it kept on going towards the end of the show. And I'm like asking the MC when are they going to call me. The show was packed. It was filled up. I was like, I just needed 3 minutes on stage, and I was begging. I was pleading, and they were like, okay, just wait. Before you know, the final act performed, and I didn't get to perform. I felt very short. I felt very bad. Even the artist then I told you about, I used to I was running around with and helping around. He was there, and it was like among the headline, and he couldn't even help me to make sure I get a slot to perform.
Wow.
So I felt a bit betrayed. I felt really sad. But guess what happened? There was a camera guy that we used to I met along the journey, and he was there that day. And it's like, Rudebone, how far? Rudebone, what's up? Why? How come you didn't perform? How come you didn't perform? Because he knew like I was energetic at that point. Right now, I don't have energy anymore. But then I was. So I was like, Rudebone, how come? Like I told him they didn't give me a slot. He was like, do you have the song? And like, I have the song is here. So give it to the DJ. Perform on the stage. So everybody had gone. The show had finished. People had gone. Perform, and I will film you. So we performed on the stage with my dancers and my friends, and we performed the song. DJ was playing it, and he filmed us. And that was my first music video. Like that was how my first music video came across. So he filmed us performing on that stage, and he ripped it out like on a DV tape. Then gave it to me. Then I went home, did some other shots, and he mixed it together, and I made the first music video. And when people see us performing on that stage, they will not know that there was no audience there.
Right.
That's
but
great,
still,
though.
But still, you got it. Accomplish what you needed to.
So that's what I got from. So that was like a disappointment. But if that moment didn't happen, I wouldn't have taken anything out of that show. I wouldn't have taken a clip or video. So and it was a professional guy at that time. It was a professional camera guy. So he made a video for me for free. Like he made this video.
Wow, that's cool.
And that was how my journey started. So my journey continued. So I had now a music video, which most of my friends that were rapping at that time didn't have something that people could watch. And that's how I just developed the habit of making the best out of every situation. Like just carry on, carry on.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That is so
So,
awesome.
so what's the future of Rudebone? What's the? You got albums coming, or I know you just dropped material and the other songs with that. Is there a whole album coming besides this? What's the future
Yeah,
look like?
yeah. There's gonna be an album, and there's gonna be more music coming from me by the grace of God, and by the energy that drives me and people around me and people that want to hear more from me. Obviously, there was a break in transmission because of the COVID and all that. So like 2020 to 2021, I wasn't motivated to create more content. I was like, where's this heading to if we couldn't perform live? Because performing is like my strength. So I did few gigs online. I did few performances online, which I even though sold tickets and did like online concerts during the COVID.
Yeah.
So it took me a while to kind of get back into the vibe, like to say, okay, yeah, okay, things are back to normal again, pick myself up and just get back. So at the moment, I'm just trying to sort everything to do with my well-being, my life, my family, everything needs to just be smooth. Then as I said, I'm working with a songwriter now, which is coming in terms of like, okay, you can face other things. Since you're good in marketing, do focus on that and I'll write the songs for you and all that. So we have a deal, like he gets his royalties and we work together. I do some other stuff for him as well. And when I have more time, I can write my own song and make my own song. So I plan to do like an album, but I want to take it step by step,
Okay.
do the vibe again, like this interview I'm doing, get momentum, get people, get the demand. So I'm a kind of artist that is money orientated, like business orientated. So I need to create that buzz. At the moment, I don't want to be releasing music for nobody.
Right.
Right.
People need to watch this interview, and because of how it is, we need to promote, you need to share. Like I need to like tell people 10 times to watch this interview, and they're gonna watch. And when they finally get to watch it, they're gonna be like, "Oh man, I loved it. I enjoyed this interview." So, and even before I even came online with you guys right now, some artists that are in my network were like, "Oh, I'm looking for the same. I want to have an interview. Like, you better come in and watch, and and make connections with the team and the people doing, and you can get yourself an interview easy.
Yep.
So that's looking to the future. I'm just gonna go with the flow, and I'm gonna do more planning, set more goals, set more targets. Like as I said, the last year, I didn't set any goal. I was really not looking. I was not thinking in that direction. But right now,
You was kind of in the COVID mind. The everything shut down for so long everywhere. It was hard to get that momentum going again.
exactly, that's what you just said. It exactly. It was very hard to get it going again. So yeah. So moving forward, I'm just gonna plan, set goals, make moves, and then hopefully create a bit of demand for my music, and and have people enjoy, because I know I have more to offer. I really have more. Like my best is not my best is not yet here. My best is not yet here.
I can't wait. When you make sure when you start dropping the new music, tag us and we'll share it out on all of our platforms. I really can't wait to see what you're gonna make, man. It's really good music. I was just sitting here while we were playing. I'm just like and it is straight dance music. It feels good. I love it. I love it, man.
The funny thing, like I have music that are already out there that are as good as what you just heard,
Yeah.
or might even be better than what you just said. So, but I need to promote them. So I need to spread those one out instead of focusing on too much energy on a new product.
Right.
Once I need to amplify it a bit while working on a new project.
Yeah.
So I need to do those ones a bit of justice, and then so I'll share some of those ones and tag you as well.
Yep.
And you could share. And
Absolutely.
when a mega product, you get me?
Absolutely. And when you're ready to drop again, just give me a holler and we'll get you scheduled in for another interview.
Yeah, and probably have a premiere. I watched one of your one of your interviews, one of your shows, you did a world premiere on your
Yeah,
podcast.
Yeah.
we've had a couple world premieres, so that would be awesome. I'd be excited if you could do that. That'd be great.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I would. So we're getting close to the end of the time. Before we get off here, do you want to do any last minute shout outs, anything like that before we get to the ending credits of the show?
All right, I want to say shout out to everybody that's tuned in live and everybody that's going to be watching it right now. There's too many names. I know too many people. I can't just name names because somebody's going to come bite me and they go,
Yes.
"Why did
Yeah, don't name one if you can't name them all.
So if you are rocking with Rudebone, just keep the vibe on. I love you guys, I respect you guys, and wish everybody the best. And hopefully you guys check on my music out and show support in any which way you can. Support as little as just sharing. Even sometimes liking or dropping a comment is part of support.
Yep.
Work with the algorithm sometimes, so just do what you can to enjoy my music, and I'll keep making good music for you guys.
Right on. Well, go ahead and hang on just for a few more minutes. I'm going to go ahead and close out the show. Rudebone, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
it
you,
was
thank you.
definitely a pleasure. I love everything you're rocking, man. I'm excited to see what else comes. But thank you again for coming on Monday Love. But hang tight.
you,
We're
thank
going to
you.
do a promo piece for the upcoming show. So hang tight. Man, that was
awesome.
That was a great interview.
Did really good.
But just like-
really good interview.
But just like every Monday night, our show comes to an end. It was such a pleasure having Rudebone all the way from Ukraine. Or
Nope.
UK. Ukraine.
Correction.
Anyway, the UK. Well, I don't even know that. Blah, blah, blah.
There it went. We made it through the show. We made it that far through the show.
I was almost there. So, guys, for all of your podcast needs, make sure you get a hold of Wyatt here at Wave One Media. He has a great place downtown right off the circle here in Indianapolis, Indiana. You got so many different options. Just get a hold of Wyatt here at Wave One Media. He will make a deal for you. Hey, and all the graphics, all the logos, all the designs, shirts, anything else, get a hold of me at JK Multimedia Productions, and we can figure out a way to tell your tale. Hey, and then Miranda Monday, networking, consulting, getting out there, making sure you're getting the best artists we can all across this country and the world, and just really rocking it out and working hard to bring new artists to you guys everywhere.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely.
Woo! I lost all my breath.
So yeah, if you guys have an opportunity, jump over to Bigo, look up Rudebone. His home is on Bigo now. So check him out. Check out all the socials.
He's on YouTube, Spotify. Got all kind of great music. If you want to dance and get moving, make sure you put it on. You're going to enjoy every minute of it.
Yep. And
Definitely going to be posting short. So when the video is out, I'm going to be posting bite-sized content from this interview. So I'm going to be
Okay.
posting
Awesome.
some 15 seconds, some 30 seconds. And we're going to be enjoying it.
I love it. I love the idea. Absolutely. Absolutely. So you guys keep in mind, you all have hated a Monday once or twice in your day. So let Monday love you. See
Peace,
you guys.
Love you.